Govberg, and welcome to the world of Jaeger-LeCoutlre. Today, I'll be your guide to the proper usage, care, and maintenance of your Jaeger-LeCoutlre Reverso Tribute Duo Face in pink gold. Now, it's important to note this is a manually wound timepiece, so take the crown in its first position flush to the case and turn it gently in a clockwise direction to wind the watch. Small seconds at 6 o'clock will begin to beat when the watch is running. Continue to turn until you feel the crown resist substantially. Resistance will ramp up noticeably as the mainspring approaches its maximum wind and 42 hours of power reserve. Once you feel that resistance, stop winding the watch, as attempting to force the crown past that point will damage the movement. Now, this is a dual time watch with two faces and independent time zones, so there are two ways to set the time. The first is the conventional way. Take the crown, pull it out, you'll pull it to a stop, and then set minutes and hours. Now, you'll note on both sides of the case, always rotate a reverso case by pushing opposite the crown, and you will see on the opposite dial the minutes and the hours move in sync, and the day-night indicator at 6 o'clock moves in coordinated motion. Now, to desynchronize the reverse dial and the primary dial, there is a slider adjuster built into the case that's visible with the case rotated, and simply toggle the slider in 1 hour increments to set the reverse reference dial to a separate time. It's important to note that the watch has water resistance of 3 ATM, 3 ATM being sufficient for splashes and perhaps if you're caught out in rainstorms, but not for actual swimming or aquatic activity. But more on that in a moment. First, let's talk about the unique strap and clasp system fitted to this Reverso Tribute Duo Face. You can see that there is a pull tab for the spring bar at each lug. This allows you to use nothing more than your thumb, with no resort to tools or jewelers, to remove the strap on both sides. Moreover, the clasp, which is a double folding buckle, incorporates a quick release system underneath. You can see push here, and indeed that is where you push to release the clasp from the strap. This is excellent if you wish to change the strap in favor of an alternative from Jaeger-LeCoutlre, of which many are available on the website, as well as our website, govbergwatches.com. Now, there are three primary hazards that you'll face in the usage of your watch: water, magnetism, and shock. We mentioned the water resistance of this Reverso at 3 ATM or 30 meters. Now, that's a static laboratory test depth and should not be confused with actual aquatic swimming potential or diving potential. No, the watch should not be brought down to 30 meters. It's splash and rain only at that water resistance rating. However, a natural porous material such as leather, of which the strap is composed, both alligator and calf, is never water resistant and therefore should never be brought into contact with moisture. Now, water resistance, as stated by the factory, is only valid when the crown is flush to the case and disused. Therefore, do not use the crown for winding or setting while the watch is either wet or submerged. You can help avoid accidental drowning of your timepiece by keeping that crown down and disused when your watch is wet. Finally, water resistance, unlike mechanical specifications, is not a static feature of a timepiece, and over time, as seals age and lubricants degrade, water resistance will ebb. Therefore, Jaeger-LeCoutlre recommends on an annual basis having the watch water tested to ensure that factory-rated hermeticity, seal, and lubricant integrity is still intact and still capable of protecting your watch. Now, magnetism is another concern because it is ubiquitous in modern life. You'll find it in refrigerator doors, the closures of purses and wallets, high-powered wiring looms, speakers, subwoofers, and MRI equipment. When a watch hairspring, which is at the heart of your watch's balance, becomes magnetized, the watch will run erratically, gaining or losing time rapidly. Therefore, if you suspect your watch has become magnetized, take it to a Jaeger-LeCoutlre authorized service center, where specialized equipment is available to quickly and easily demagnetize your watch. Now, it's also worth mentioning that While magnetism is ubiquitous, it can be corrected. Shock and concussion, however, pose a greater risk to your watch. Now, it's important to disuse the watch during concussive activities such as batting practice, tennis, golf, firearms marksmanship, or the riding of snowmobiles, ATVs, or mountain bikes, as all of these can shock the movement sufficiently to damage its delicate apparatus. Finally, Jaeger-LeCoutlre recommends a comprehensive service of your watch roughly every 2 years. Now, it's best to have the chronometric performance of your watch, physical condition, and water integrity checked every year when you take the watch in for its water test. Then, specialized personnel experienced with these timepieces at a Jaeger-LeCoutlre service center will be able to let you know whether a comprehensive overhaul is required. If this is the case, service only with a Jaeger-LeCoutlre authorized service center, as these agencies solely have the trained personnel, specialized tools, and original factory replacement parts to protect the value of your watch as both an instrument and as an investment. Moreover, only these agencies can back all labor and parts invested with an original Jaeger-LeCoutlre factory service warranty. Finally, visit our website at govbergwatches.com and call, text, or email our experts who will be happy to walk you through every phase of the ownership, care, and usage of this or any Jaeger-LeCoutlre fine timepiece.